All of this is about a VTuber trend that a lot of people are upset with. There was a trend on Twitter called icon versus user. And I'm very curious after I give you guys the rundown about this as to what your thought is, okay? So the way this trend works is a VTuber will post their profile photo and then a photo of themselves. So the icon of their profile photo and the user who uses the Twitter account. And a lot of people were posting under this and it was really cute to see. It was like flooding my page. I was like, oh my God, all you guys are so cute. But it was really cute. We have a lot of VTubers and creators who are doing this side by side. Photo of VTuber, photo of themselves. Photo of their profile photo of themselves. Photo of their profile photo of themselves. I mean, you get the point. I can keep going down. You definitely get the point. It's actually really cute to see because a lot of people actually really look like their icon, which I think is really cool. You know, obviously, like as a VTuber, you can be whatever you want, but like there's a lot of similarities, you know, like people would have kind of like the same really like bright and innocent eyes in both their profile photo and themselves, or they'll have much more of like a sultry look in both their model and them, even though like the model and everything, like it looks so different from them because obviously it's a model, it's anime, you can do whatever you want, right? It's just really cool to see. This is a really popular trend. Everybody really liked it. Everybody was, you know, throwing in their 2 cents, throwing in, you know, their profile photos, whatever. It was really cute to see. I had a really fun time looking at everyone's photos. A lot of people were not happy about this trend. So first, we have this tweet from Inca VTuber, who states, I hope people realize that at the end of the day, VTuber or not, I am a real person behind my model and account. I understand that some people don't like seeing IRL content of VTubers and prefer there to be a line between VTuber/IRL content, especially with the whole icon versus user stuff trending, and people only wanting to see a VTuber content on their timeline. However, I want to use my account to be a VTuber and my IRL non-VTuber self. Genuinely, you can unfollow if you don't like me not constantly posting about VTuber stuff, or seeing me post occasional pictures of myself. I really don't mind, but please do it in private where you don't have to message me stuff like this. This is a reference to this DM they got from somebody who sent them their icon versus user tweet, then said weird. And Ina is like, question mark, question mark, question mark. And the random user said, I don't follow you to see IRL content. I follow you to see VTuber stuff. I feel like there should be a separation between VTubers and IRL. That is something a lot of viewers kind of have a sentiment about. They want the VTuber immersion and they feel like when they see a human body, face or whatever, then a lot of people feel like it breaks their immersion. And we have other people throwing in their 2 cents. We have Meteoric stating, I don't agree with them messaging you like that, but what is so difficult about just making a separate account for IRL stuff? A VTuber is an identity for which the V or virtual aspect is the core element. If I see somebody tagged as VTuber, I expect to see a virtual persona. Ina says, because a VTuber is still a persona or not, I want to post IRL stuff on my account. Separating VTuber versus IRL content is understandable, but for me personally, I do not see the need as I don't want to be a persona all the time. I'm a real person. I can break that. Oh, I can break that barrier at any moment to post IRL stuff. Crispy Hand says, that's why as many corporate VTubers are not allowed to do this and must have a separate line between VTuber and persona behind it. He actually gets the point though. Ina says, but I'm not a corporate VTuber and I post a lot about my IRL life on Twitter. Whereas other people like Meta Lyrist is stating, why aren't you catering to my specific needs? Wild behavior from them. You know, again, very sarcasm. The AJ Senpai says they're just jealous of a bad bitch. That's on them. Pastel Coffee, some of the biggest ones, for example, Shiley Bao, etc. have made a blend of the two. That's really true. A lot of really big VTubers like Bao literally just did a cooking stream where they showed literally their full body, everything, but they had a mask on, of course, but still. Another example is we have Ebiko VTuber, who is a shrimp VTuber, and they participated in the icon versus user trend. And theirs blew up. And they posted a new photo as well. A lot of people weren't happy about their face reveal. We have TazPat Pro stating, here's the real me guys, ooh, shows low res crop pic with Snapchat filter on. I mean, what's wrong with like a Snapchat filter? I'm a Snapchat filter fan. And then we have other people stating both incredibly beautiful, you're absolutely stunning, being really supportive. And then Ebby put out the second tweet. They posted this graph, LOL, sorry for showing their face, which got 103,000 likes, which was nuts. And this is their drop in followers. How after they face revealed, so many people unfollowed them. A lot of VTubers doing the side-by-side icon versus user trend have experienced a lot of unfollows from people who are unhappy that these VTubers are breaking the VTuber immersion by showing their face. And there's been a lot of discourse on this for many reasons. The first discourse, again, was what I was talking about with the, you know, their immersion is broken, etc. A lot of people are also stating that VTubers are doxing themselves for revealing their face. I have 2 things to say about this. One, doxing is when you accidentally reveal your own information or somebody else maliciously reveals your information. So a VTuber's face can get doxed if somebody else who is malicious leaks a photo of a VTuber's face without them consenting or approving of it. If you do it yourself, it's not called doxing. Like if you fully intend to reveal your face and then you reveal your face, that is not what doxing is, which is like dumbest concept to me. I don't know why people are using the term doxing when people are participating in this trend. There has been a really big discourse on whether VTubers should mix VTuber and IRL content together. I am curious about your thoughts. I think at the end of the day, if you follow a VTuber because you want a 2D anime waifu persona and you don't necessarily follow them because of the fact that they're a creator themselves, you potentially may be following them for the wrong reasons. And at the end of the day, you can have a creator and you follow them for one thing and they later rebranded and changed what they did. For me, I started with League of Legends content and then I swapped to streaming advice. I completely understand if you don't want to consume my content anymore because you followed me for League and I no longer do League. But at the end of the day, at least from me, a creator perspective, right? I want my audience to be of people who like me for me and me as a person. I completely understand people are going to follow me for my advice content. People are going to watch me only for my advice content and they will unfollow and leave when I do something else. It is what it is, you know? I would hope as a creator though, that the majority of my audience likes me for me. And even if one day I might change the type of content I do, maybe I stop doing news content. I literally did streaming advice. Now I'm doing news content. I still do streaming advice, but still. Maybe one day I do art content and I become an art creator. Hopefully you guys will still stick around and like me for me and want to consume the art that I make. And I understand if you don't want that, but I think having kind of like a malicious intent where you try to box the creator you like consuming content from to do only the one thing you want them to do is a bit parasocial from the viewer perspective. I understand if you don't want to follow me anymore because if I don't do League content, to kind of be like, you must do League content because that's what I followed you for. You're like a traitor for not doing League of Legends content is kind of weird champ behavior to me. Just if I stop doing League content, find somebody else who is doing League content that you will like. If you follow a VTuber and the VTuber decides they want to do IRL content and they're going to mix the two, I hope you're going to still stick around and like them for them and the content they make. You're still valid if you don't want to watch anymore because you don't like their IRL content, but trying to box that VTuber into only doing the content you want to see is weird behavior to me.